Hello and welcome to Record Field here in Laverne for the second game of the Sub-State Junior Legion Tournament. On today's scoreboard, Springfield will be the visiting team. St. James will be the home team. Your starting line for Springfield. Number 2, the shortstop, Madden Lentz. Catching, wearing number 1, Caden Anderson. Wearing number 12, batting in the third spot, the center fielder, Leo Hovland. Batting cleanup, number 13, the left fielder, Eli Haglund. On the bump, wearing number 3, the perfect baseball name, Eli Strike. Playing first base, wearing number 11, Braden Trapp. Batting 7, number 10, the second baseman, Thomas Beers. Third base, wearing number 27, Eli Trevino. And batting ninth, your designated hitter, wearing number 19, Ashton Rudolph. He's batting for the right fielder, number 8, Wyatt Mueller. Reserve for Springfield, number 18, Callan Ryder. Number 24, Logan Jones. Number 25, Noah Bredesen. And number 29, Camden Dunkel. And now for St. James, leading things off, the second baseman, number 1, Anderson. Behind the plate, wearing number 2, Justin Brecky. Batting third in center field, number 15, Jorgen Brecken. Wearing number 9, the shortstop, Sawyer Olson. Batting in the fifth spot, number 6, the first baseman, Alex Aiden. Wearing number 3, the designated hitter, Declan Schrader. DHing for number 5, the pitcher, Braden Soderman. Batting in the seventh spot, number 4, playing third base, Diego Lopez. Batting 8, number 10, left field, Chris Lopez. And your 9-hitter, number 7 in right field, Bodie Parker. Reserves, number 0, Riker Ramsdahl. Number 13, Drew Swanson. Number 14, Caleb Helling. Number 17, Landon Jones. And now for the American Legion Baseball Code of Sportsmanship. Please repeat after me. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. I will keep my temper. I will keep myself fit. I will keep a stout heart in defeat. I will keep my pride under a victory. I will keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Gentlemen, good luck, and let's play ball. Hello and welcome to the second game here at Redbird Field in Laverne. We got Springfield taking on St. James today. Now batting number 2, Madden Lent. Leading things off for Springfield today is number 2, the shortstop, Madden Lent. On the hill for St. James, we have Braden Sodeman. Sodeman wheels and deals, first pitch strike. In today's earlier game, there's a ground ball just under the glove of the shortstop. That'll reach for a base hit. So Lent starts the game with a base knock. And he advances on the errant throw that the second baseman could not get. So base hit and then advances on an error. Time is called. That's going to bring up number 1, the catcher, Caden Anderson. But in the first game today, Wyndham was defeated by Sleepy Eye 10-3. So this will be the second of 4 games played here today. And the bunt is laid down, advances the runner, easy out at 1. So we got a 1-3 put out. Next we have Leo Hovland batting, the center fielder. So Springfield looking to do some damage here early on in the game. Taking advantage of that errant throw. Then some small ball bunting over to third. Ground ball to third base there to Lopez. Scoops it, checks the runner, and gets the 6-3 put out for out number 2. That's going to bring up number 7, Eli Hegland.
Leading things off for St. James is the second baseman, number 1, Alec Anderson. Eli Strike on the mound for Springfield. Can't get much of a better pitcher name than that. And Strike delivers the strike. Slaps that one foul over the first base dugout. St. James today wearing the gray bottoms with the red pinstripe going down the side. The red tops. Springfield going with almost a copper-looking color, top and bottom with the maroon cap. Slaps that one towards the Springfield dugout. Slaps that one to the second baseman. Backhands it, throws over to 1 for an easy play. 4-3 put out. That's going to bring up Judson Brecky, the catcher.
Number 2, Judson Brecky.
Curveball that didn't break there, high for a ball. On deck, we've got number 15, the center fielder for St. James today, Jorgen Brecken. Brecky works the count to 2-0. Hitter's pitch here, looking for something to drive. That one misses outside. 3-0 count here. He takes that up and in for a 4-pitch walk. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Jordan Brecken.
Now batting number 15, Jordan Brecken.
Jorgen digs in. Brecky leads off at first. Throw back over, not in time. Brecky's got a pretty decent lead. Strike looks over at him. Brecky takes off, and that ball is inside, almost hit him. Throw it on to second base, and Brecky's in with the stolen base. So St. James is looking to do some damage on the base paths here, playing some small ball with the stolen base on that walk by Brecky. Swing and a miss. Low and away for a ball. 2-1 count. Brecken looking to drive something to the outfield, bring that runner in from second. And he watches a curveball break over the plate for strike 2. And he swings at a curveball for strike 3. For the second out, that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 9, Sawyer Olson.
Now batting number 9, Sawyer Olson.
Here's a pitch, hit the outside corner for a strike. Here's the pitch. That one is hit out to left field. They are going to send the runner as the ball scoots under the left fielder's glove, so it's going to be a base hit and then advancing on the air. So an RBI for Sawyer. And the advances on the E7. That's going to bring up number 6, first baseman Alex Aiden. So St. James putting a run on the board first. Aiden's going to lift this one high in the air. And the shortstop's going to call everybody off and put it away for the third out of the inning. So Springfield, or St. James, excuse me, scores one and leaves one. 1-0. St. James. Leading things off for Springfield, the pitcher, number 3, Eli Strike, looking to help his cause here a little bit. Down 1-0 here going into the top half of the second inning. Takes that one away for ball 1. Low for ball 2. Soderman falling behind quickly here. 3-0. And he gets one over for a strike. 3-1 now. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Fields it. Step, throw. Pulls him off the bag. And he reaches on the air. Throwing air by the shortstop. That's going to bring up number 11, the first baseman, Braden Trapp. Trapp fouls that one. Back to the netting behind home plate here. I think if Olsen would have charged that ground ball a little bit instead of sitting on it, he could have made that throw much earlier. And now the ball skips past the second baseman on the stolen base attempt. So Strike reaches on an air and then steals second. So Springfield is looking to get that run back and maybe a few more here. Trapp takes the third pitch here for ball 2, 2-1. Big cut and a miss. Evens count at 2-2. Ground ball to Olsen at short. Scoops that one up. Step and throw. He makes the play this time for the 6-3 putout for the first out of the inning. Strike advances over to third. That's going to bring up the second baseman, number 10, Thomas Beers.
Now batting number 10, Thomas bunts, Beers.
Inside, ball one. Beers sporting the old school stirrups. I got to admit, I love the look. And that one skips by the catcher. And then it's going to run, strike. It's going to run in and score there on the pass ball. That empties the bases for Beers and ties the ball game at 1. And Soderman misses high. So strike advances or reaches base on an error. Steals second base. Scores on a pass ball. And Beers walks. That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 27, Eli Trevino.
Now batting, number 27, Eli Trevino.
Trevino swinging at the first offering and shoots the gap between second and first. And Beers is going to go first to third on the base hit by Trevino. That's going to bring up the 9-hitter, the designated hitter, Aston Rudolph.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aston Rudolph.
So Rudolph comes up to the plate with 1 out, runners on the corner. See if Springfield puts in the first and third play. Shows strike, or shows bunt. Oh, my goodness. Shows bunt, pulls back, and the throw goes down to second, and nobody goes after the ball, allowing the runner from third, Beers, to score. Trevino goes from first to third on the errant throw. So not a physical error, but a mental error for Springfield here, or for St. James, excuse me. They're now down 2-1, and the bunt is fair right in front of the plate. And it's going to go down as a 2-3 putout. And that's going to bring the top of the lineup back to the top here, number 2, Madden Lent. Some discussion here. Springfield coach is saying that the ball hit Rudolph while he was still in the box. And the umpires are going to converge. If I was a betting man, I would say that the umpires are not going to change their mind on this one. I have not seen that happen too many times. Ump comes back over. The home plate ump comes back over, talks to the Springfield coach, and the call is going to stand. So it's going to go down as a 2-3 putout. Lent started off the first inning there with a base hit and was stranded at third. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Let's see what he can do here with 2 out now and a runner on third. With a 1-run lead, he takes that breaking ball outside for a ball. High, ball 2. That one lifted up and out of play. Center fielder Brecken out there shading the left field a little bit for Lent here. And that one misses high. It's close. You can tell that Soderman wanted that one by his body language. Not happy with that called ball. And he misses outside for ball 4. That's going to bring up number 1, the catcher, Caden Anderson. So Anderson's going to come up to the plate with runners on first and third with 2 out here. Springfield's already plated 2 this half inning, looking to add to that. Up 2-1. Runner goes. They cut the throw off early. Quick snap throw over to Lopez at third. And the runner is safe. So now we've got runners at second and third with Lent taken off there. Caden lifts that one high to the outfield. Center fielder camps out under it and puts it away. So that keeps Springfield from scoring anymore. But they do lead 2-1.
Leading things off. 3.
Leading things off for St. James here is the designated hitter, number 3, Declan Schrader. Probably the smallest DH I've ever seen. Not very tall, but let's see what he's packing here for the bat. Takes that one high. Takes that one for a strike. Schrader fouls that one straight back for strike number 2. Behind in the count now 1-2. And he lifts that one over to the third base in foul territory, and that'll be out number 1. That's going to bring up Diego Lopez, the third baseman for St. James.
Batting number 4, Diego Lopez.
Lopez lifts that one up to the shortstop here, back pedals, camps underneath. Quick out number 2. That's going to bring up Chris Lopez, the left fielder.
Batting number 10, Chris Lopez.
Here's the pitch from Strike, swing and a miss. Strike jumps ahead quickly, 0-1. Inside for a ball. That one misses, ball 2. Here's a pitch from Striker. Breaking ball. It didn't break very well. High. Ball 3. Lopez looking to walk or get a base hit here. And he's going to take the walk. That is going to bring up the right fielder, number 7, Bodie Parker.
Now batting number 7, Bodie Parker.
Lopez leading off at first. Snap throw back to first. Lopez beats it back. Head first slide. Parker steps in. Going without the batting gloves. Old school. Takes that one outside for a ball. Lopez dancing over at first. Parker lifts this one out of play. Lopez still wiping the dirt off his uniform there after sliding in head first on that pickoff attempt. Strike gets set, delivers. Inside, snap throw from the catcher down to first. But Lopez gets back. Gonna have to do some laundry at the end of the day today. There's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Deuces on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the delivery from Strike. That one breaks in. Bodie Parker goes down looking for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, 1 left on base. Springfield up 2-1 after 2. Leading things off for Springfield, the center fielder, number 12, Leo Hovland. He takes that one outside corner for a strike. Hovland on the day is 0 for 1. Grounded into a 6-3 ground out. This one he lifts high out to right field. That should be an F9 put out for out number 1. That's going to bring up number 13, the left fielder, Eli Hegland.
Number 13, Eli
Hegland 0 for 1 on the day. He also grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. That one just out of reach of Lopez there at third. He slaps that in for a base hit. So that's going to bring up the pitcher, Eli Strike.
Now batting number 3, the pitcher, Eli Strike.
Strike reached on an error and came around to score last inning. looking to get on base again, help his cause a little bit here. Takes that for a strike. Hegland stayed put on that last one, not looking to steal. Let's see what the sign is on this one here. Soderman gets set, delivers, misses high. No movement on the bases. Strike digs in. Ground ball to short, fields it, step throw. Not in time, an infield hit. So Olson kind of lackadaisical there getting to that ball at short. That's going to bring up number 11, Braden Trapp, the first baseman.
Number 11, Braden Trapp.
That ball has hit the Olson at short. He's going to field it and flip it to third for the force. So Trapp reaches on the fielder's choice. That's going to be a 6-5 put out for Hegland to get the second out. And that's going to bring up number 10, Thomas Beers, the second baseman. Courtesy running for Springfield is number 24, Logan Schoen.
Courtesy running, 24, Logan Schoen.
Beers lifts that to the outfield. Right fielder out there sets up, makes the play. So Springfield looking to do some damage, but St. James held them in check. After 2.5, it is still 2-1.
Leading things off for St. James, number 1, Anderson.
Leading off the bottom half of the third inning here for St. James is the leadoff hitter, number 1, the second baseman, Alec Anderson. Anderson grounded into a 4-3 put out, his first at bat. And he slaps that one just foul, just to the right of the first base first base bag there. Down to the count 0-1. Curveball high for ball 1. Here's the offering from strike. That one's going to be fouled back off the post and then bouncing into the seating area towards first base dugout there. That one misses outside. Evens the count at 2 apiece. ground ball to the shortstop. He fields it, steps, throws, and beats Anderson by a step to get the out for a 6-3 put out. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 2, Judson Brecky. Brecky reached on a walk and came around to score St. James's only run so far this game. That one high above his head. Ooh, there's a little competition there between number 19 and number 15. 19 for Springfield and Jordan Brecken for St. James. Brecken hustling hard again after that last foul ball there too. He's going to be tired here before he even gets to the plate. Breaking ball that didn't break. (3-1). Brecky seeing if he can draw his second walk of the afternoon here. Strike looks in, gets the sign, steps and delivers. And a big swing and a miss. Full count here. Brecky looking for base hit, ball 4 here. And he's going to chop that one foul. Designated hitter there, Ashton Rudolph for Springfield. He's got about 7 or 8 balls that he's acquired here. That ball is going to be lifted up and out of play over the first base dugout here. So a good at bat here for Brecky. Doing his Bee Gees impression, staying alive. And he's going to hit that one past the third baseman for a base hit. So good at bat for Brecky. Battle, and he wins it with a base hit. That's going to bring up number 15, the center fielder, Jorgen Brecken. So between Brecken bringing up a couple of foul balls and Rudolph bringing up a couple of foul balls, the umpire should have plenty of balls here. Probably a good 7 or 8 balls between the two of them there. Snap throw back to Brecky at first base there, not in time. Brecken struck out in the first inning for the second out of the inning. Not looking to repeat that this inning. Looking to get on base here. Brecky takes off. That's going to be a foul ball just down the line. So Brecky's going to have to trot back to first. See if the hit and run is on again. Snap throw back to first. Brecky slides in head first, safe. He's going to lift that one high and out of play. Fans ducking for cover as that one bounces off the roof of the concession stand. It's a free icy for a young man who just got that ball. Runner takes off. That ball's outside. Throw down to second. Not going to be in time. Brecky slides in, feet first, with a stolen base. Third game of the day is we got Madelia taking on Adrian, and that'll be at 5 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock for the nightcap, it'll be Slayton and Laverne as Jorgen goes down for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up number 9, the shortstop, Sawyer Olson. Olson had a base hit his first at bat. Swing, foul ball on that one. Scoots past the catcher there. St. James looking to tie things up here with a base hit at 2 apiece. Currently down 2-1. That ball is looked outside, but called strike 2. Must have got the corner of the plate there. Runner goes, and he strikes out to end the inning. So St. James threatened, but leaves one behind, 2-1, going into the top of the 4th.
Number 27, third baseman Eli Trevino.
Leading things off for Springfield, number 27, the third baseman, Eli Trevino. As he fouls that one off. Trevino last at bat, he reached on a single, stole second base and was stranded at third. Did not come around to score. But 1 for 1 so far on the day. He's going to lift that one up and out of play. It was a breaking ball that broke way outside. 1-2. He slaps that one out the center. That one's going to drop for a base hit. So Trevino is 2 for 2 on the day with a couple of base knocks. That's going to bring up number 19, the designated hitter, Aston Rudolph. Rudolph comes in. He had that bunt in the second inning that just right in front of the base there for the 2-3 put out. He's batting from the left side of the plate this at bat. Slaps that one towards the St. James dugout. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Prince Fielder with the baggy pants and the baggy top. Big swing and a miss on that one. Falls behind 0-2. Trevino takes off, throw down to second base, not going to be in time. As Sawyer Olson, the shortstop, takes the throw and applies the tag. So we've got a 1-2 count here to Rudolph. Here's the pitch, and he's going to slap that one into the bullpen just behind the first base dugout. Curveball missing outside. It's going to even the count at 2 apiece, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, and he took a close one. Soderman wanted that one. And I think the St. James fans did too. Regardless, the home plate umpire called it a ball. Full count here. Soderman delivers, and Rudolph swings and misses on that one. A little bit early. So that's going to bring up the top of the order, number 2, the shortstop, Madden Lent.
Number 2, Madden Lent.
Lent is 1 for 1 on the day here in his 3rd plate appearance. Base hit in the first inning, got stranded at 3rd, and then he walked in the 2nd inning, stole second base, and that was as far as he got. Looking to keep his on-base percentage high here for the day. Takes a breaking ball outside, ball 1. Some of the Medelia players are starting to trickle in. Ground ball to Lopez there. He can't handle it. And that's going to be an error on the third baseman. And then another error on the third baseman as he can't field that throw from first. So Trevino's going to come around to score as he advances on the throw to first by Lopez. And then Lent is going to advance to second on the error. So not very good baseball here on those throwing errors. It's going to bring up number 1, the catcher, Caden Anderson. Anderson's going to take in first pitch for a strike. So some mental mistakes here cost St. James another run. As Springfield plates another one, up 3-1 now. Anderson takes that one up and in for a ball. 1-1 here. He's going to lift that one high to center field. Center fielder camps out under it, makes the play. No tag. And that's going to be an F8 in the book for out number 2, and that's going to bring up number 12, Leo Hovland, the center fielder. Hovland on the day is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning, and then last inning he flew out to right field. And he's going to lift this one to the center fielder. Center fielder backs up, camps under it, and makes the play for out number 3. So Springfield scores 1 and leaves 1 and increase their lead 3-1. Fun to go see Kid Rock play on Friday night in Sioux Falls. I had a friend that went, and she said it took him a half hour to get out of the venue, just the parking lot, and then it took an hour to get through the drive-thru at Taco Bell with other people trying to get food afterwards. Like she said, she lives in Sioux Falls, and she said she got home at like 1:45. And then went back yesterday for Nickelback. I want to say like north of $100 for one day.
Oh wait, is that for everybody?
I'm not sure. But are you talking like everybody that performed that day? Yeah. Yeah, so like whoever was on the...
You could go see all
Yep.
artists.
Yep. Leading things off, number 6, Alex Aiden. Leading things off for St. James here is the first baseman, number 6, Alex Aiden. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Strike still on the mound for Springfield as Aiden fouls that one off his front foot. That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one over the head of Aiden there. 2-1 here from strike. That one off the end of the bat, the third baseman. Step throw, high. Able to pull it in, though, for the 5-3 putout. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 3, Declan Schrader.
Now batting number 3, the designated hitter, Declan Schrader.
Schrader works count to 2-0 here. High for ball 3. Schrader flew out the third baseman there in foul territory his last at bat. Looking to hit one a little further this time. He's going to take that inside for a walk. So a 4-pitch walk for Schrader. That's going to bring up number 4, the third baseman, Diego Lopez.
Number 4, Diego Lopez.
That one inside. Schrader over there at first had a nice secondary lead. Comes back halfway to the bag. Keeps his lead. Not going anywhere. Lopez looks at ball too high. Looked like a breaking ball that didn't quite break. Strike behind quickly here, 2-0. Big swing. Snap throw back to first. Almost got Schrader. Was able to get back on the bag, though. 2-1 here to Lopez. Lopez flew out to the shortstop here his last at bat. Here's the pitch. That one's up and in. 3-1 count. So the last 8 pitches, 7 have been balls for a strike here. Looking to throw a strike. See what he does here. Here's the pitch. And another swing and a miss and a snap throw down to first as Schrader dives back in head first. So strikes come back, work the count full. Lopez here looking to put the ball in play. Base hit, ball 4. And he's going to lift that one high. The catcher is going to take his time, and then he Willie Mays style basket catch for out number 2. That's going to bring up number 10, the left fielder, Chris Lopez.
Number 10, Chris Lopez.
So that ball was hit just high enough even for the catcher there to have a late jump on it to make the play. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That one's going to scoot away from the catcher there, and Schrader's going to take off and reach on the wild pitch. So Lopez has got a 2-1 count here. Runner in scoring position. See what he can do with Schrader at second base. Strike misses outside. 3-1. 3-1, 2 out, bottom of fourth. Springfield leading 3-1. Strike on the mound, Lopez at the plate, and here's the pitch. Lopez chases. Strike two, count is full. And he walked him. It's going to bring up number 7, the right fielder, Bodie Parker. Parker struck out looking his last at bat.
Number 7, Bodie Parker.
Parker looking to keep this inning alive. With number 1, Alec Anderson, the second baseman, the leadoff batter on deck. Bodie takes that one low for a ball. Here's a pitch. He's lifted that one up and out of play over the or the first base line. Beautiful day here in Laverne. Partly cloudy. Slight breeze blowing in from the outfield. And it's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. An easy, unassisted put out. That's going to end the inning. Springfield still leads 3-1 after 4. Leading things off for Springfield here is number 13, the left fielder, Eli Hegland. So far on the day, he has grounded out to the shortstop, had a base hit, and he slaps this one foul just left of the third base. So 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Over for strike 2. And curveball misses outside. That one slapped Olson at shortstop there, and that gets by him for a base hit. That's going to bring up the pitcher, number 3, Eli, strike.
Eli, strike.
Strike sends a shot past the glove of Lopez over there at third for a base hit. So back-to-back base hits here for Springfield. And that's going to bring up number 11, the first baseman, Braden Trapp.
Now batting number 11, the first baseman, Braden Trapp.
Trapp lifts that one up and out of play, straight back. So I learned some baseball trivia this morning. Back in the 20s when Lou Gehrig was playing, and he had the Iron Man streak before Cal Ripken broke it in 1995. A little check me swing there. Oops, and Braden grounds out to the third baseman there, but advances the runners. Or to the first baseman, excuse me. So 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 10, Thomas Beers.
Now batting number 10, the second baseman, Thomas Beers.
But yeah, so Lou Gehrig back in the 20s played over 2,000 games straight. And he did that playing only 7 other teams. Back in that time frame, there were only 8 teams in the American League, and the playoffs did not count towards the streak. So he did that against 7 teams. Beers slaps that one foul. Kind of chops it behind the plate there. Falls behind in the count now 0-2. And Soderman still dealing on the mound for St. James. And that one pert near hit him. Springfield dugout is yelling at him to wear it. But he scoots out of the way of the ball. He comes back, misses low. Evens the count at 2 apiece here. Soderman so far through 4 1/3 hasn't thrown terrible. Here's the contact play. Runner from third scores, Hegland. So it's going to be an RBI for Beers. It's going to be a 6-3 putout for the second out. That's going to bring up number 27, the third baseman, Eli Trevino.
Now batting number 27, Eli Trevino. Courtesy running number 24, Logan Schoen.
Courtesy running for Springfield, number 24, Logan Schoen. Trevino's going to lift that one up and out of play, straight back. Springfield advancing their lead now to 3 runs, 4-1. Curveball that didn't curve there. That one's going to be slap foul. First base coach trying to make a play on it. Gets through his hands, though. Give him an A for effort. During Lou Gehrig's streak there, when he was playing all those consecutive games, there was an instance where he was knocked out. He got hit in the head. And the following day, he ended up playing. He had to wear a hat that was a couple of sizes bigger than his normal hat because his head was still swollen. But he still played. Would not happen in today's game, but that ball is going to drop out there right in front of the right fielder there in right center field. That's going to be an RBI base hit for Trevino. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 19, Aston Rudolph. Score is now 5-1 Springfield. Aston 0 for 2 on the day. 2-3 put out his first at bat in the second inning, and then a strikeout. He's going to hit a seeing eye single here, and Trevino is going to go first to third on that, and that's going to bring up the top of the lineup, number 2, the shortstop, Madden Lent. It's going to increase St. James's deficit here. Springfield now up 4, 5-1. Runners on the corners here. 2 outs. Runner goes. Ball's lifted high over into foul territory, and the first baseman is not going to get there in time. Looks like the wind played a little bit with that one. So Lent on the day is 1 for 3 with a walk and a base hit, and he reached on an air, and he lifts this one high, foul out of play again down the right field line. So Rudolph is going to have to trot back to first base. He was off with the pitch. Snap throw back to first, not in time. So Rudolph gets back. Trevino on third. That one chopped foul. That one lifted foul and out of play. So good at bat here by Lent. Seeing a lot of pitches, fouling off a lot of tough ones. Rudolph takes off running. That ball is going to be high for a ball. No throw. As Brecky kind of bobbled that ball coming out of the glove there in the transfer. So runners now at second and third for Madden Lent, and he slaps that one up the middle of Diamond Cutter. That's going to score 2, so a 2 RBI single for Lent, and then he's going to advance to second base on that throw home. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 1, Caden Anderson, with Springfield now leading 7-1.
Now batting number 1, the catcher, Caden Anderson.
Here's a pitch from Soderman high for a ball. Anderson, the 8th batter to come to the plate for Springfield this inning. Soderman blows one by him there. 2-1 count here. He lifts that one high to the outfield. That should be playable, should be caught. Center fielder calls it and puts it away. So an F8, Springfield scores 4. They're ahead 7-1 going into the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Leading things off, number 1, the second baseman, Alec Anderson.
Leading things off for St. James here, the second baseman, Alec Anderson. St. James finding themselves in a little bit of a hole here, going into the bottom half of the fifth, down 6, 7-1 against Springfield here in the second game of the Sub-State Junior Legion Tournament. Anderson swings at the first offering. 0-1 here. Couldn't ask for a better day for baseball. That's a diamond cutter right over Strike's head for a base hit. So Anderson getting things going here. That is going to bring up the catcher, number 2, Judson Brecky, who is 1 for 1 on the day.
Now batting number 2, Judson Brecky.
Brecky has reached twice on a walk back in the first and scored. And then a base hit his last at bat. Snap throw over to first to get Anderson, not in time. But Brecky's got a couple stolen bases on the day. Let's see what Anderson does here, down 6 over there at first base. Dancing a little bit. And he takes off, pitches outside. Throw is in time. Would have had him, but they missed the tag. The throw was a little off. Anderson overran the bag and was able to get back in time to second base there. And so a stolen base for Anderson. The throw would have been there. He would have been toast. Here's the pitch inside, up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Oof. That one looked inside to me up here in the booth, but apparently I was wrong as Brecky takes strike 1. Chop that one on the ground to the third. Checks runner, goes to 1. And Anderson takes off on the throw and does advance. We've got a 5-3 put out for Brecky for the first down. That's going to bring up number 15, the center fielder, Jordan Brecken.
Now batting number 15, Jordan Brecken.
Brecken on the day is 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks, 1 looking, 1 swinging. Does not want to go 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, so he's going to try to drive this run in any way that he can. And that ball is going to get past the catcher, and he thought about going, Anderson. Got about halfway down to the plate and then turned around and went back and beat the throw to third. Had he continued to go home, I think he would have been cooked. So it was a wise play to go back. Still got a runner in scoring position here for St. James with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be a base hit. That's easily going to score Anderson. So good thing he stayed at third there and did not try to score on that ball, because that's going to give Jordan Brecken an RBI single here. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 9, Sawyer Olson. Olson on the day is 1 for 2 with a base hit and a strikeout. That pitch is outside. Nice job by Caden Anderson there, the catcher for Springfield, to keep that ball from going to the backstop. Ooh, and that hits him off the helmet. So Sawyer's going to go down to first on the hit by pitch. Brecken's going to advance to second. And that is going to bring up number 6, the first baseman, Alex Aiden.
Number 6, first baseman, Alex Aiden.
So Strike had pretty good control through the first 4 1/3 innings. Kind of struggling here a little bit. That's going to be hit on the ground to short. And he's going to bobble that one for an error, and everybody's going to be safe. So we've got bases loaded now. E6, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 3, Declan Schrader.
Number 3, Declan Schrader.
Let's see what Schrader can do here. Infield is playing in. Try to protect that run from scoring. And Strike misses outside for ball 1. Springfield leading St. James here 7-2 in the 5th. St. James is looking to do some damage, though. That is going to be hit on the ground, bobbled by the shortstop. And he's going to get the out at 1, but the run is going to score. So it'll be an RBI for Declan. It's going to be a fielder's choice, or not a fielder's choice, a 6-3 putout. And that's going to bring in Diego Lopez, the third baseman. With 2 out here, runners in scoring position at second and third. Ball high.
Number 4, Diego Lopez.
Diego's going to hit down to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, step and throw for out number 3. But St. James scores 2, cuts the lead for Springfield to 4 runs after 5. Top half of the 6th, we're going to have Leo Hovland starting things off for Springfield in the 3 spot. Now batting number 12, Leo Hovland. Hovland 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out the shortstop, fly out to left field or to right field, and a fly out to center field. And he takes low for a ball. Chopper over the mound. Olsen is not going to get there in time. Even if he had, Hoagland was hustling there, and he would have beat that throw out. So a base hit by Hovland. That's going to bring up number 13, the left fielder, Eli Hegland.
How about number 13, Eli Hegland?
Eli on the day is 2 for 3 with a couple of base hits and a run scored. Takes low for a ball. Soderman still on the mound for St. James. Misses outside. That one's in there for a strike. Out the inside corner. That ball hit on the ground to Lopez at third. Step and throw for a 6-3 put or 5-3 put out, excuse me, for the first out of the inning. Hovland advances the second on the throw. That's going to bring up the pitcher, number 3, Eli, strike. Strike on the day. Reached on an error, has a base or 2 base hits, and he's scored twice. This one is going to be fielded foul. Strike scored on a pass ball to score Springfield's first run back in the second. Was stranded at second base in the third, and then did come all the way around to score in the fifth, helping his cause. And there was a balk as there was nobody at first base, and Soderman made a pick or attempted a fake pickoff over at first base there. So the balk called on Soderman, which is going to allow Hovland to advance from second to third. And a big swing and a miss there by Strike. So he's down 0-2 here in the count. And he slaps that one through the infield. So Hovland comes in to score after advancing to third on the balk. Strike's been having a pretty good day for himself on the mound, and at the plate, that's going to bring up number 11, the first baseman, Braden Trapp.
Now batting number 11, the first baseman, Braden Trapp.
Trapp on the day is 0 for 3. Strike stealing second base there. He makes it easily as the ball trickles into center field, but he stays there at second. Braden in the second inning grounded out to the shortstop, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, and then grounded out to the first baseman in the fifth. Courtesy running for Springfield, number 24, Logan Schoen. That one's lifted to the outfield. Center fielder's playing a left center. Makes the play easily. Holds the runner at second for out number 2. That's going to bring up the second baseman, number 10, Thomas Beers.
The second baseman, number 10, Thomas Beers.
More and more Medelia players are trickling in. Medelia kind of reminds me of the Baltimore Orioles with their color scheme. Black and orange. Reed lifts that one high. That could be trouble. It's going to drop out there in no man's land, just out past the outstretched glove of the second baseman. And the run's going to come in to score all the way from second. So the 2 runs that St. James was able to fight back and nail for and scratch and fight for have now been reclaimed by Springfield as Thomas Reed reaches on an RBI single. That's going to bring up number 27, the third baseman, Eli Trevino. Trevino steps in. He is 3 for 3 on the day with 3 base hits, 2 stolen bases, and a couple of runs scored. And that's going to be a pass ball. And Beers is going to advance on the pass ball.
Eli Trevino.
And Trevino's going to go 4 for 4 on the day with a base hit. And another RBI as Beers comes in to score. It's going to bring up number 19, the 9-hitter, also the designated hitter, Aston Rudolph.
Now batting number 19, Aston Rudolph.
Springfield has increased their lead now to 7 as they lead 10-3. They've got 14 hits on the day. So as a team, a pretty good day at the plate. As Aston's a little early on that one. Swings through that changeup. Aston is 1 for 3 with a base hit and a run scored today. Takes that one low for a ball. High. Ball 2, 2-1 here. 2 outs. Top of the 6th, Springfield up 10-3. Rudolph at the plate. And that is going to squirt by the first baseman as Trevino takes off running on the pitch, and he's going to go first to third on that. Rudolph with a base hit, and that's going to bring up the top of the order. The shortstop, number 2, Madden Lent.
Now batting number 2, Madden Lent. Now pitching number 6, Alex Aiden.
Pitching change for St. James, now pitching number 6, Alex Aiden. He comes in inheriting runners at first and third. Runner at first takes off, throw down to second, and they let that one go again. And the runner from third is going to come in, and he is going to be safe. Close play, closer than it should have been had he slid. Anyhow, Trevino comes in to score the 4th run of the inning. That brings the lead to 11-3. Runner now on second base. for Lent. Lent is 1 or 2 for 3 on the day. 2 base hits, a walk, and he reached on an error back in the 4th. Does have a stolen base, has not scored, but has had a pretty good day at the plate. Pickoff play to second, not going to be in time as Rudolph slides in pretty easily. That one behind him. So Aiden comes in and throws 3 quick balls. That one over for a strike. Lunt thought it was ball 4. He was going to check the ball back or the bat back to the dugout. However, he stays for another pitch. And he rips that one foul down the third baseline. So after falling behind 3-0, Aiden comes back and battles to a full count here. Payoff pitch, base hit ball 4. And it's going to be ball 4. So Lunt reaches for the 4th time today on his 2nd walk of the day. And that is going to bring up the 9th batter this inning for Springfield, number 1, Caden Anderson.
Now batting the catcher, number 1, Caden Anderson.
Anderson on the day is 0 for 4 with 3 flyouts to the center fielder and then a chopper back to the pitcher way back in the 1st. So he's put the ball in play, he just has not found the green, and he takes a big cut on that one. Fifth plate appearance for Anderson. Takes that one up and in. That one almost hit him. Inside. 2-1. 8-run lead for Springfield. 11-3. That one is really in. Anderson had to duck out of the way on that one. Springfield's got 15 hits on the day. Pretty good day at the plate for them. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. So we got a full count here. 2 outs. Runners will be going on the pitch. Here they go. And it's going to be hit on the ground to Lopez at third. He's going to step and throw. And the throw is going to pull the first baseman off the bag. And they are going to call him safe. So we've got bases loaded now, 2 outs. And that is going to bring up Leo Hovland, who started the inning with a base hit and then also came around to score. But we're going to have a pinch hitter here, number 18, Callan Reinder. He's going to take first pitch for a ball.
Pinch hitting, number 18, Callan Reinder.
That one's going to be up and really in. Aiden's fallen behind here early, 2-0. Doesn't have anywhere to put him. So the bases are loaded here, 2 outs. That's going to be a little check me swing. That's going to be an easy underhand toss from Aiden to first base to end the inning.
Leading things off, number 10, the left fielder, Chris Lopez.
Leading things off for St. James, the left fielder, number 10, Chris Lopez. Lopez has reached twice in his only 2 plate appearances today, both walks, as he takes high for ball 1. Each at bat, he's only, or I should say plate appearance, but each plate appearance he's reached as far as first base and has been stranded every time. He hits this one high into the air. Shortstop camps out underneath it, makes the play. 1 away. I don't think that one would have landed for a while. It's going to bring up the right fielder, number 7, Bodie Parker.
Now batting number 7, Bodie Parker.
Bodie steps in. Here's your pitch from strike. That's inside. Aston Rudolph hustling to grab that ball as it skips back to the backstop. That one's in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. High, ball 2. Curveball in there for a strike. Evens the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, Alec Anderson. And a curveball in there for strike 3 looking. That's going to be 2 outs. That's going to bring up Anderson.
Now batting number 1, Alec Anderson.
Alec on the day is 1 for 3 with a base hit and a run scored. Ground out to second base first inning. Ground out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning, and he lifts this one foul and out of play. Came around to score in the 5th for Springfield, or for St. James' 2nd run of the game. And he swings and misses on this one. Quickly down 0-2. Breaking ball just missing. And high. Swinging strike for strike 3 for a snapper mow him down inning here. That snapper mow him down inning brought to you by the Laverne Baseball Association. If you're in town, come on down. Watch some baseball.
Pinch hitting for Springfield, number 25, Noah Bredesen.
Pinch hitting for Springfield, number 25, Noah Bredesen. Big cut there. Bredesen quickly down 0-2. .25 reminds me of Jim Thome back when he used to play for the Twins. Bredesen goes down swinging for the first out. That is going to bring up number 29, Camden Golke. Now pinch hitting, number 29, Camden Golke. Golke pinch hitting here for Springfield. Had a duck out of the way on that one, but it's still called a strike. Looked a little inside to me, but who am I to say? That one's hit hard on the ground. Over to Olsen at short, step, throw, in time for out number 2. That's going to bring up number 24, Logan Schoen.
Now pinch hitting, number 24, Logan Schoen.
Logan's made a couple of appearances already in today's game as a pinch runner, or excuse me, not a pinch runner, but a courtesy runner for Eli Strike. Let's see what he can do here at the plate. Chopper foul. And he hits that one up the middle for a diamond cutter for a base hit. That is going to bring up number 10, Thomas Beers.
Number 10, Thomas Beers.
That ball hit on the ground to the second baseman for the third out of the inning. And that'll do it for Springfield in the top half of the 7th. Springfield leading going into the bottom half, 11-3.
Leading things off for St. James, number 2, Judson.
Leading things off for St. James here in the bottom half of the 7th, Judson Brecky. St. James has got some work to do if they want to stay out of the losers bracket here. They need to score 8 here in the bottom of the 7th to stay alive. Judson comes out swinging right away, chops that one foul, just out of the left-handed batter's batting box there. He's going to lift that one. That one's going to be trouble. That's going to drop for a base hit there. That's going to bring up Jorgen Brecken. So base hit by Brecky. Jorgen Brecken coming up. Jorgen 1 for 3 on the day with a base hit, an RBI, and a run scored. Takes high for a ball. Strike still on the mound for Springfield, looking to go all 7. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Not in time. So a stolen base for Brecky. That run does not matter, as it'll take 7 more if that run would come around to score. That one's going to be a chopper to second base. And Jorgen is out at 1, 4-3 put out. Runner does advance to third. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Sawyer Olson.
Now batting, number 9, Sawyer Olson. Now pitching, Eli Trevino. Eli Strike, third base.
So we've got a pitching change here. Eli Strike went 6 1/3 for Springfield. Now in for Springfield pitching is Eli Trevino. He and Strike just switch positions. That first pitch from Trevino hit the Strike, and he throws it over to first. The run does score, so it's going to be an RBI for Sawyer Olson, but it is also going to be a 5-3 putout for the second out of the inning. So that means that St. James is down to their last out. Alex Aiden, the first baseman, is their only hope to keep this game going. And he holds off for a ball.
Now batting number 6, Alex Aiden.
Aiden on the day, 0 for 3. Takes high, ball 2. Ball 3. That one's in there for a strike. You'll have to join us for the next ball game today after the conclusion of this game. Next ball game, game 3, is going to take place at 5 between Bedelia and Adrian, and there's a walk to Aiden. That is going to bring up the designated hitter number 3, Declan Schrader.
Now batting the designated hitter number 3, Declan Schrader.
Here's the pitch to Schrader. That one misses for a ball. Quite a few Adrian fans here have trickled into the stands. My mom was an Adrian alumni, class of 1971. Declan here works the count 2-0. Here's the pitch, and he lifts that one. And that one is going to be caught by the center fielder to end the game. So Springfield survives to play another day, 11-4, defeating St. James here. Thank you, and we will